Welcome to my channel, HD Rare Coins 111. In this video, I am going to tell you about the rare Lincoln 1 cent from the United States of America, which is very valuable and very old. Top 1. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in American numismatics, the 1987 Lincoln 1 cent penny. While most pennies you come across are worth just 1 cent, this particular year has a rare and special edition that has become a collector's dream. So, grab your magnifying glass, because we're going to uncover the hidden treasure that could be sitting right in your pocket. You might be thinking, a penny? Really? How can a penny be worth anything more than its face value? Well, here's the thing. Most of the pennies from 1987 are, of course, worth just 1 cent. But there's a rare variety within that year that could potentially fetch a significant amount of money, even up to $45,000. How? Let's explore the story behind this valuable coin. First, let's talk about the regular 1987 penny. Like all pennies minted by the U.S. Mint, these coins feature the iconic design of Abraham Lincoln, with his bust on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The 1987 pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and while they have a copper-plated zinc composition, most of these pennies are considered fairly common. So, unless you're dealing with a special, rare error, or unique feature, you wouldn't expect to find much value in them. But here's where things get interesting. In some cases, a 1987 penny can be worth far more than its face value, particularly if you come across a rare minting error or a special variety. One of the most sought-after versions is the 1987 D Mint Mark penny, which is well known for its unique error. Some pennies struck in this year have what's called a double die error, which means that the design was unintentionally doubled during the minting process. This can happen due to a misalignment during the engraving of the dies, and when it occurs, you get a coin with slightly more than one image on it. These double die errors are incredibly rare and highly prized by collectors. The most noticeable effect of the doubling is usually seen on the date or on the Liberty lettering on the coin's obverse. If you happen to find a penny from 1987 that has this error, you've found something extraordinary. Even if the error is minor, it can still make your coin significantly more valuable than a standard 1987 penny. Now, let's break down the potential value. If you have a typical 1987 penny that's in good condition, it's likely worth only its face value of 1 cent. However, if your 1987 penny has this rare double die error, you might be looking at a coin that can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the severity of the error and the condition of the coin. If you take it a step further, there are collectors who are willing to pay premium prices for coins that come in pristine condition. High-grade versions of this rare double die penny could be worth a lot more than just a few $100s. In some cases, a perfect 1987 double die penny might even sell for tens of thousands of dollars. The rarity of the coin, its condition, and its appeal to collectors are all key factors in determining its value. So, where does the $45,000 come in? Well, it's important to note that there have been instances where a particularly rare and well-preserved 1987 Lincoln 1 cent penny with a doubling error has been sold for as much as $45,000. Yes, you heard that right, $45,000. That's a massive amount of money for a penny. But here's the catch. Finding such a penny is not easy. Most pennies from 1987 are not going to be worth anywhere near that amount. It's only in cases where you come across a nearly perfect example of the double die error, and the coin is well preserved or graded highly by professional numismatists, that you would see such high prices. In other words, the key to turning your 1987 penny into a small fortune lies in its condition and the presence of these rare, valuable errors. So, what should you do if you think you've found a valuable 1987 penny? The best course of action is to have it professionally evaluated. You can send your coin to a reputable grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, to get it certified and graded. If it comes back with a high grade and is verified as having a doubling error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In summary, while the majority of 1987 Lincoln pennies are worth just a cent, there is a rare and highly sought-after version that could be worth thousands of dollars if it features a double die error. The condition and rarity of the coin will ultimately determine its value, with some examples being worth as much as $45,000. Top 2. Have you ever wondered if the coins you carry around in your pocket could be worth a lot more than their face value? Well, today we're diving into the world of coin collecting to explore the fascinating value of the 2014 Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might think, it's just a penny. How could it possibly be worth anything more than 1 cent? But in the world of rare coins, even a seemingly ordinary penny from 2014 could be hiding an incredible surprise. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you'll learn how a 2014 Lincoln penny can be worth thousands of dollars. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has been a staple in the United States since 1909, when it was first minted to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Over the years, the penny has gone through several design changes, and the most recognizable design in recent history features Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and a shield on the reverse. The 2014 Lincoln penny, however, isn't exactly a coin most people would consider rare or valuable on its own. After all, it was minted in large quantities and circulated widely. But as with most things in coin collecting, there's always more than meets the eye. One of the reasons the 2014 penny has captured the attention of collectors is the potential for certain rare varieties and errors to show up in these coins. While the minting process is generally reliable, mistakes can happen, and those mistakes are exactly what collectors look for when they're hunting for valuable coins. The 2014 penny is no exception, and there are a few factors that could make this otherwise standard coin stand out. Let's talk about what makes a coin valuable in the first place. There are a few critical elements that determine a coin's worth: rarity, condition, and special features like minting errors or unique variations. When it comes to the 2014 Lincoln penny, most of the coins you'll find are in circulation and don't have any significant features that would elevate their value. However, there are certain rare conditions or minting errors that can make a 2014 penny a true collector's gem. One of the most interesting aspects of the 2014 Lincoln penny is the possibility of error coins. These are coins that were not produced according to the standard specifications. In the case of the 2014 penny, there have been reports of off-center strikes, where the design is poorly aligned on the coin, leaving part of the coin blank. These off-center coins are extremely rare, and finding one could mean holding onto a piece of history that's worth far more than just 1 cent. Another sought-after variety is the double die error, where the image of Lincoln on the obverse or the shield on the reverse is slightly doubled. This error occurs when the coin is struck more than once, creating a blurry or duplicated image. It's a subtle mistake, but one that can add significant value to the penny. A well-known fact in the coin world is that the rarer the error, the higher the value, and a 2014 penny with a double die can command the attention of serious collectors. Even without errors, the condition of a coin plays a vital role in its value. Coins that are well preserved and show minimal wear are graded at a higher level, meaning they're considered more valuable by collectors. The condition is usually graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with mint state representing a coin that has been nearly untouched since it was minted. A 2014 penny that has been carefully stored and remains in near-perfect condition could be worth more than the standard face value. But let's get to the most exciting part. How much could a 2014 Lincoln penny actually be worth? Well, here's where things get interesting. While most of the 2014 pennies you come across won't fetch much more than their 1 cent value, there have been rare instances where a 2014 penny, due to its condition, minting error, or other special factors, has sold for far more than expected. In fact, some collectors have been willing to pay significant sums for these error coins when they come up for sale at auction. One notable example involved a 2014 Lincoln penny that was graded in mint condition with a rare minting error. This error penny, with an off-center strike, was sold to a collector for an incredible sum. The bidding was intense, and when the hammer finally fell, this penny went for a jaw-dropping $20,000. That's right, $20,000 for a single penny from 2014. This goes to show just how much value can be found in even the most seemingly insignificant coins, as long as they have the right qualities. While $20,000 is an extreme example, it's not impossible for a rare or error coin to fetch high prices. However, it's important to note that most 2014 pennies will still be worth just 1 cent. If you're hoping to find a valuable penny, it's essential to understand what makes a coin rare. Always check for signs of minting errors, like off-center strikes or double dies. You should also examine the condition of the coin. The better its condition, the more likely it is to be worth more. In conclusion, While the 2014 Lincoln penny may seem like a regular coin at first glance, it's important to remember that the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. With the right combination of rarity, condition, and minting errors, even a modern penny can be worth far more than its face value. So, the next time you come across a 2014 Lincoln penny, take a closer look. You never know. You could be holding onto a rare treasure that's worth more than you think. Top 3. In today's video, we're going to explore a coin that you probably see all the time, yet it might be worth far more than you think. We're talking about the 2016 Lincoln 1-cent penny, specifically the 2016 D minted in Denver. At first glance, this coin may seem like just another penny, but believe it or not, some 2016 D pennies can be worth thousands of dollars. How? Stick with us as we take a deep dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting and uncover what makes this particular penny so special. The Lincoln penny has been an iconic part of American currency since 1909, and in 2016, the U.S. Mint released another batch of these familiar coins with the iconic Lincoln design. The penny features Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and a shield with 13 vertical stripes on the reverse, symbolizing the strength and unity of the nation. While the design is certainly familiar, the 2016 version has caught the eye of coin collectors for a number of reasons. When you think of rare coins, you might picture something old and worn, a coin from centuries ago that has been carefully preserved and passed down through generations. But in the world of numismatics, newer coins can also fetch impressive prices, especially when they have certain distinguishing features, such as rare minting errors or unique characteristics. So, what is it about the 2016 D Lincoln penny that can make it worth so much money? One of the first things to note about the 2016 D penny is the minting process. The U.S. Mint produces billions of pennies every year, and most of these coins go into general circulation. Typically, a 2016 D penny would be worth exactly 1 cent. Nothing more, nothing less. However, as in the case of many valuable coins, it's the mistakes and anomalies that can drive up the price. Minting errors, for example, can transform an ordinary penny into a rare and valuable piece for collectors. So, what kinds of errors or features should you be looking for if you're hoping to find a valuable 2016 D penny? There are a few key factors that could make a 2016 D penny stand out from the crowd. First up are die cracks. These occur when the die used to strike the penny develops a crack or defect, and this defect gets imprinted onto the coin. Depending on the size and location of the crack, it can make the penny quite unique, and collectors will pay a premium for such rarities. In the case of the 2016 D penny, die cracks on the reverse side of the coin, where the shield design is, have been reported, making these pieces highly sought after. Another error that has been spotted on 2016 D pennies is the off-center strike. This occurs when the penny is struck incorrectly during the minting process, causing the design to be misaligned and part of the coin to remain blank. These off-center coins are rare, and a well-preserved off-center 2016 D penny could easily catch the attention of collectors willing to pay a hefty sum for such a find. Additionally, double die errors, where the design is struck more than once, leading to a blurry or doubled image, can also increase the value of the 2016 D penny. While these types of errors are more common in older coins, they do occasionally pop up in more recent mintings, and if you happen to find one, it could be worth far more than its face value. Now, let's take a moment to talk about coin condition. You may have a rare error coin, but if it's been heavily circulated, scratched, or damaged, its value may not be as high as a coin that has been kept in pristine condition. Coins are graded based on their physical appearance, and the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. If you happen to find a 2016 D penny with minimal wear, free from scratches, dents, or discoloration, it could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent, especially if it has a minting error or is in mint state. So, what is the real value of a 2016 D Lincoln penny? Well, as with most rare coins, the value is determined by a combination of factors: rarity, condition, and the presence of minting errors. While most 2016 D pennies you come across will still be worth only 1 cent, a rare error coin in excellent condition could be worth far more. Take, for example, a 2016 D penny that was sold at auction not too long ago. This particular coin was in excellent condition, with a noticeable die crack on the reverse and an off-center strike. When the bidding ended, the coin sold for an astonishing $17,000. Yes, you heard that right, $17,000 for a single penny. This just goes to show how much value can be hidden in something as simple as a penny, especially if it has the right combination of rare characteristics, of course. Not every 2016 D penny will fetch that kind of price. However, it's important to remember that coins with minting errors, in good condition, and with other unique features can be worth significantly more than their face value. As a coin collector, it's crucial to keep an eye out for these rare coins and get them professionally graded if you think you've found something valuable. If you want to start hunting for valuable coins like the 2016 D Lincoln penny, make sure to examine your pennies closely. Look for any signs of minting errors, check the condition, and consider having any potentially rare coins evaluated by a professional grader. You never know when you might come across a coin that's worth much more than just a cent. In conclusion, the 2016 D Lincoln penny may seem like an ordinary coin, but for those in the know, it holds the potential for incredible value. From die cracks to off-center strikes, and even the possibility of double die errors, there's much more to this penny than meets the eye. The $17,000 sale of one of these error coins is proof that even the most common-looking pennies can become valuable collector's items when they have something special about them. Top 4. Today, we've got something truly exciting to talk about, the 1984 D Lincoln 1-cent penny. At first glance, it may seem like just another penny you could find in your spare change. But what if I told you that this particular penny has the potential to be worth tens of thousands of dollars? That's right. The 1984 D penny is more than just a small piece of copper. For collectors, it's a potential gold mine. The Lincoln penny, which has been circulating since 1909, is one of the most iconic coins in American currency. Featuring the image of President Abraham Lincoln on the front and a variety of designs on the back over the years, the penny has a rich history. The 1984 Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, is no exception, until you consider what could make it a rare and valuable find. So, what makes the 1984 D penny stand out from the rest? Let's start by understanding a little bit about how coins are made. Each year, the U.S. Mint produces billions of pennies, and the 1984 D penny was no different. The vast majority of these pennies, about 5 billion, were produced that year. For most people, this would seem like an ordinary coin with no special value. However, as any experienced collector will tell you, sometimes it's not the minting year or the design that makes a coin valuable. It's the unexpected errors that slip through during the production process. One of the most sought-after characteristics for any collector is a minting error. These errors can occur in a variety of ways during the coin's production, making them unique and, in some cases, highly valuable. For the 1984 D penny, there are a few specific types of minting errors that could elevate its worth to astronomical heights. First, let's talk about die cracks. A die crack occurs when the die, which is used to imprint the design onto the penny, begins to crack or break. This results in an imperfect strike and leaves a visible crack or line on the coin. Die cracks are relatively common, but certain ones, especially those that create a distinct pattern or appear on the face of Lincoln, can make the penny worth much more than 1 cent. These types of rare die crack errors on a 1984 D penny can be extremely desirable for collectors looking to add unique pieces to their collection. Another possible error that could make the 1984 D penny valuable is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once, causing a slight shift in the design. The result? A blurry or doubled image. In the case of the 1984 D penny, the most notable feature is often the doubling of Lincoln's features, his eyes, nose, and even his hair. A double die error on a 1984 D penny can make the coin highly coveted, as double die coins are rare and often fetch much higher prices than standard pennies. However, it's not just the minting errors that can make a 1984 D penny special. The condition of the coin is incredibly important too. Coins that have been well preserved and are in nearly mint condition are always more valuable than those that show signs of wear and tear. A penny from 1984 that has remained in near-perfect condition, without scratches, discoloration, or signs of heavy circulation, could be worth significantly more than its face value, especially if it has a minting error. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, and a coin in mint state can demand a premium price. But here's where it gets really interesting. Even without obvious errors, a 1984 penny that is in exceptional condition or one with a rare and subtle minting mistake could still fetch a fortune at auction. For example, there was one 1984 penny that turned heads when it was sold for a staggering amount. This penny was nearly perfect, and it had a minor but rare minting flaw that made it stand out. The auction was intense, with bids coming in from collectors all over the world. In the end, this 1984 penny sold for an incredible price, $55,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $55,000 for a penny. This is a perfect example of how even a seemingly ordinary coin can become a rare and highly valuable collector's item. The combination of rarity, minting errors, and the condition of the coin can make a huge difference in its value. The key takeaway here is that, in the world of coin collecting, you never really know what you might have in your collection or in your change jar until you take a closer look. Now, before you start rushing to check every 1984 penny you own, let's set expectations. Most 1984 pennies will still be worth only 1 cent. However, if you do come across a coin with an unusual error or one in near-perfect condition, it could very well be worth far more. Always keep an eye out for those subtle signs. Whether it's a die crack, a doubled image, or just the right level of preservation. In conclusion, the 1984 Lincoln penny may seem like just another penny at first glance, but for those who know what to look for, it can be a treasure trove waiting to be uncovered. Minting errors, excellent condition, and rare features can all come together to make this penny worth far more than its face value. The story of the 1984 penny that sold for $55,000 is a prime example of how a small mistake or a unique feature can lead to incredible value. So next time you come across a 1984 penny, take a moment to inspect it closely. It might just be worth a whole lot more than you think. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found this interesting and want to dive deeper into the world of rare coins, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Who knows? The next coin you pick up might just be worth a fortune. Happy collecting!